Warning, the stories you're about to hear are detailed accounts of shenanigans, pranks, and some mistakes that are meant to replicate the sort of discussions that veterans have when they reunite over a cold beverage and do not depict the professional daily actions of the military at large. We hope to make you laugh, but not to disrespect our proud men and women in uniform. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Cammo Comedy, where we take a humorous look at the lighter side of military service. We got a big show for you today, but before we jump into it, if you like what we're doing here, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, whatever they call it on your podcasting platform. And while you're at it, give us a 5-star rating, write us a review, as that makes us more relevant in the algorithm and boosts the overall visibility of the show. But word-of-mouth advertising is just so powerful, so if you tell some friends, I will love you forever. Okay, let's jump into the show. I am your host, Aaron Wolf. Just as a friendly reminder to the audience, we put out a new show every single Monday, so make sure you give that notification bell a nice tap. Give it a nice tap so you don't miss a show. Also, we are doing laughter therapy on the show. We got a lot of military members who struggle with everyday life after service, and we're just here to share a laugh and remember the good times. Also, if you like what we're doing here and you want to keep us rolling, don't be shy about sending in your stories.
Send us your stories, bitch. And if you haven't reached out to your military friends recently, send them a text.
Yes.
And if you're from my era, write them a letter.
Yeah.
Or if they're my friends, sext them.
Do something. We want to reconnect.
You know, sometimes a nice sext will really just reconnect you with that old buddy. Like, oh, I miss those balls.
Joining me today is the man with butt whiskers so mighty that he can use those bad boys for bungee jumping. Special guest, Murph. Murph, thanks for being on the show today.
Wow. They've had a long time to grow.
Oh, my.
They get really mighty.
That hurts.
Took the vow of Samson and can't shave him, loses strength.
You said it hurts. Is that when they max out their tensile strength?
Oh.
Something like that, yeah. Also joining us today is the man who has been fisted more than Bert and Ernie, only up his own puppet shoot. Call sign Footloose. Footloose, thanks for being on the show today, man.
You mean to tell me the man with the rubber fist was a homosexual?
Oh,
That's
man.
amazing. Can we change his call sign to Puppet?
Puppet shoot? No. He's going to be Footloose.
Then we'd have to change you to puppeteer.
Yeah. You're my fuck puppet boy.
Okay, we have derailed the show already. Also joining us today is the man who taught me that the female version of teabagging is called the old flappuccino.
What the fuck?
The wind was blowing.
And everybody likes to get slapped around with a vagina, if I do say so myself.
I don't think anybody's slapping you with a vagina.
That is correct. I'm not allowed to talk to women for court orders, so
Yeah, well,
this is just all theoretical for me, but
That's because you try to reach inside them like Bert and Ernie. You fucking deviant.
that is false, but whatever. Like I said, I can't
That's
even talk.
allegedly.
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 What are you, a cop?
So I've got our first story.
All right, man, what you got?
So this is an Army story, all right? And this is on a training scenario. They're staying in like World War II barracks. There's like 20 feet in between bunks, okay? So,
It's a good enough space.
yeah, you at least have some
20
privacy.
feet.
20 feet.
Now, no barracks that I was ever in had that much room between bunks.
They weren't trying to cram them all.
That was the whole room.
This is like 5-star hotel style for armies.
Apparently.
These guys had it good.
nice.
Still terrible for any other branch. Yeah. So these guys are out training, and they decide, these two gentlemen decide to go out on the town. So they go out, they're getting drunk, they're having a good time and whatnot. They come back around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. All right. They're walking through the barracks, and in like the far back corner, they see a bunk that has a light on. Now, this bunk has its jack shack, right? So it's got its like whoopee and poncho and all this stuff to make a little nook for himself. But they
Just
see
a little privacy.
a little privacy.
Okay.
They have a light emitting from the jack shack, okay?
So you can see his silhouette and what he's doing.
No, not like
That was a good callback to a very early episode.
the Shadow Puppets guy. Yeah. Just like you fuck puppet boy. But these guys say that the gentleman who was in this shack looked kind of like Tom Selleck with his mustache, okay?
Nice.
But he was 20 to 30 pounds overweight, so you would never know that he's airborne qualified and he has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
So these guys see that the light's on in the bunk, and they're like, hey, we should probably go fuck with this guy a little bit, right? Like,
Naturally.
what's he doing up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning?
Probably sober, too.
Yeah.
Loser.
So they start to walk over to this guy to fuck with him, okay? And all of a sudden, the Jack Shack flies open. And there's Tom Selleck in all of his glory with his laptop. He's completely naked with his mustache, sitting crisscross applesauce,
Yes.
jerking his dick off
Oh, my God.
with a CPAP machine on.
Wait,
What?
so he's naked, crisscross applesauce, beating it. And his mustache is obviously visible, but he's wearing a fucking CPAP machine, like the face mask and
The
everything.
breathing apparatus.
Yes. He is going all out.
So he swings this open. He's sitting there all Indian style, CPAP on. He's like, what? Don't bother me when I'm busy. And then he slams the Jack Shack shut.
Why?
Oh,
If he's
my
awake,
God.
active, why is he wearing the CPAP?
Probably because he's breathing heavy.
He's getting
Getting
all
the full
choked
effect.
up.
Trying to get all the
helps me
oxygen in the
breathe.
bloodstream.
Oh, my.
Can you imagine seeing that?
How
The visual
derailed
of
is your
this.
plan to sneak up on this guy? Like, well, I guess we're done here.
Yeah, he got the better of us on that one there. I love the fact that he was crisscross applesauce.
Oh, that makes it so much better. The fact you're sitting there and your legs are up on your knees. Yeah, you've
That
got
does
this-
seem like the most efficient way to beat it. And as we discussed in earlier episodes, now they're gay because they were just watching him jerk off. He didn't get caught. They're just watching him
He
do
caught
it.
them trying to peeping Tom.
Yeah, he did not stop.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I love
Wow.
So make sure you sit crisscross applesauce with CPAP on next time you guys jerk it.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a new kink.
New kink
tip.
unlocked.
Good tip for the future.
All right, I got one.
All right, what you got, Murph?
All right, we're going back to WW2,
Oh, nice.
and this is Murph Senior.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
So me pappy. As I've mentioned before in previous episodes, he was on the USS St. Louis. It's light cruiser.
Lucky Lou.
Lucky Lou, that's right. They got hit so many times and limped back that the press started calling them that. Of course, they took that and ran with it.
Yeah.
I would call it the unlucky Lou.
well, but they didn't sink.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
like the
the lucky
unsinkable
part.
Titanic, right?
It's like any landing that you can walk away from is a good landing.
That's right.
Hey.
That's right. So
Call me lucky when I roll my ankle 17 times and it only sprains and doesn't break.
I think we're splitting hairs here, cheeks. Like, just give him the fucking W.
So anyway, Murph Sr. told story that, you know, when you're not actually in combat, there's a lot of downtime.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're sailing from San Diego to Midway or to the Philippines, that doesn't happen in a couple of hours. That
No.
takes a long time. Or the St. Louis, they'd be down in the South Pacific and they get orders to make a quick run up to the Aleutians to see if the Japanese were up there, and then turn around and make a run back. You know, they were just doing reconnaissance.
Yeah.
That's days upon days of the ship just traveling.
Right.
You know, it isn't a cruise ship where you get excursions on these fantastic islands. Yeah, they're running and nothing's going on except the boredom of the day.
The enlisted's probably getting tired of rowing at this point.
Yeah, probably. So anyway, he'd tell a story about the head.
Okay.
Now, of course, the ship has multiple heads on it.
The women sailors give the best head.
No. For those in the audience that don't know, the head is what the Navy calls the bathroom. Thank you, cheeks.
Or their favorite male sailors.
It's the Navy's equivalent to the Army's latrine.
Right.
Except you don't have a hole. See, what they do is against the one wall, there's a trough. It's high at one end, low at the other, and there's water running through it continuously.
Yikes.
So you've got 8, 10, 12 feet of just trough up against a wall, and the guys walk up,
You
take a
shit
leak.
in it, and it runs downstream.
No. This portion of it, they take a leak, and the water just washes it away. Now, this isn't like going into a men's restroom where there's partitions between each urinal. This is just a friggin' trough.
Where you hold the hand of the guy next to you.
I would
Well,
rather.
you may, but you might get a punch in the mouth at the same time. I mean,
Right.
that's
I doubt it on a Navy ship.
well.
I would rather poop off the poop deck.
Well,
at this point.
you ain't doing that neither. So part of the trough is for the guys to take a leak, and then you do have some partitions for guys that need to take a dump
In the trough?
in the trough.
I was
You were right.
Basically, what you had was a toilet seat over the trough.
Get the fuck.
So the water's running.
Only the best
So-
for our Navy.
So when you take a dump, your dump is dropping into water and piss from upstream.
Oh, gross.
So now you've got to think a little bit.
I wonder if they start playing like Pinewood Derby type race games with these things. You know?
Well, not exactly, but
Okay.
what they would do is, of course, you get a break from all your duties, and everybody runs to the head, and a bunch of guys are pissing, a bunch of guys are taking a dump. Well, the guy's pissing. We'll get some toilet paper together, make a kind of boat kind of thing, put it in the trough, and light it, and let it go.
You would light it?
And then stand back and watch the stalls as the guys would go, yow, and pop
Oh
up
my.
from their butt being burnt.
Wait, so the piss was upstream?
Yes.
And then the toilets were downstream?
Yes.
Oh my God.
This is terrible.
That's just setting you up to be pranked at that
Yeah.
point.
That's so awesome.
So you see all of these heads pop up and going right down, one right after another.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude.
See, I thought it was the other way around. Like you're pissing and all of a sudden a log comes flowing down shit river. You all start attacking it at once.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. This is what happens when you leave military personnel like unsupervised with extra spare time on their hands.
The booby trap ingenuity is incredible.
It's like a Viking funeral from hell.
With poop in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
man.
So you couldn't even take a dump in peace.
No.
You know, I mean, it's,
Makes it all the worse.
Because it was so peaceful other than that. That was the line.
Just let me enjoy my trough.
Nice.
That's amazing.
We'll be right back with more Cammo Comedy after a quick word from our sponsor. Stay tuned.
With Just the Tip Tactical, Just the Tip has never felt so good. Their top-notch muzzle brakes tame your rifle's recoil, keeping you locked on target and grinning like you just hit the bullseye in more ways than one. Say goodbye to kick and hello to faster follow-up shots. Check them out today at justthetiptactical.com. That's justthetiptactical.com. Whether you're looking to improve your rifle or just want some cool apparel with an eye-catching logo, go now to justthetiptactical.com. That's justthetiptactical.com. Enter promo code WOLF, that's WOLF, for 15% off. You can't beat that. And when you patronize the companies that sponsor us, it helps us pay the bills over here. So thank you for supporting the businesses that support us. Patriot Mobile. If you haven't made the switch yet, then what are you waiting for? For years, Patriot Mobile has stood on the principle that freedom is worth fighting for. These guys are legit and staunchly pro-military. Patriot Mobile supports all kinds of pro-military causes to include Warrior Rising, Folds of Honor, Boot Campaign, Tunnel to Towers, Soldier Strong, and Carry the Load. So don't support those big companies that don't got your back. Make the switch to Patriot Mobile today. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aaron, I like my coverage, and I don't want to drive to a shop and go through the hassle of switching my service. Well, good news. Patriot Mobile has better coverage because it's one of the only providers that can give you coverage on any of the 3 major networks. And it's not a hassle to sign up. Just call their U.S.-based customer service line at 972-PATRIOT. That's 972-728-7468. Or just click the link in the description and sign up. It usually only takes about 15 minutes using an eSIM, and you don't have to drive anywhere. Now, if you're locked into a contract, not to worry, because Patriot Mobile has a buyout program of up to $500 per device. So call today, 972-PATRIOT. That's 972-728-7468. Or just click the link in the description and make sure you use the promo code WOLF, that's WOLF, for 1 free month of service. Okay, let's get back into the show.
All right, well, I got our next story, and for those of you...
No booing Footloose.
Boo Footloose. I haven't booed him in so long.
Right.
Because I
was having boo
I
withdrawal.
know, I'm going to have to keep booing him because you keep cutting it out. The people want to hear me boo Footloose.
That's fake.
People know that he's my boo. Wait.
And you're my puppet.
So this is a follow-up from our old friend who I told the last story on. We labeled him call sign Ed.
Oh, the horse guy?
Due to the horse underwear.
Yes.
Quick follow-up to this after I talked to him about this. He sent me a picture, which obviously you can't see on the podcast. However, what I did not realize, would be described more as like a sleeve than a pair of underwear, if you will.
No.
It was a G-string thong with just a sleeve that fits over your dong with the horse face on it.
Will you send it to me? I'll post it on socials.
Oh,
If you guys are listening, follow me on socials. Look up Call Sign Cheeks. I'll post the picture of the horse underwear.
It just really adds to the story to understand the gravity of what he was wearing.
nice.
So as a follow-up to all of this, he told me that this was not his only pair of fun undies, if you will.
God.
He had a whole line of them.
This guy has a whole gimmick going on.
Got a farm of underwear.
So he told me where they really made their big appearances after the academy
Was he trying to start like a petting zoo or something like that?
Yes.
So these other ones didn't have the animal faces on them, but he had a whole line of different animal prints that he would wear. And these were actual more like Speedo type underwear, not like, just a cock sleeve with a G-string on it.
Not the dental floss and horse face.
So it's upscale.
Right. So he brought these with him naturally to his first deployment. Of course.
yes.
And he was deployed to, it was called Camp Buka, which was in Iraq. And it was.
Wait, so he didn't get kicked out of the Air Force?
No. Funny story. He didn't get kicked. He got kicked out of the academy, and they determined he still had some value, so they let him enlist into security forces.
Oh, my
in the Air
God.
Force.
Oh, my goodness.
Which is the hairy bee-hole.
Yeah. So he said, believe it or not, his higher-ups were not happy about their chance to not just kick him straight out of the military, but, we'll let him be enlisted. He's just not quite officer material.
Oh, that's amazing. Like, who he would fit in with? Enlisted.
Sweet.
Sweet, yeah. As we mentioned before, he's got to be friends with Swede in some capacity here. He's the Air Force equivalent of Swede.
Yes.
So he said he wore these, and he sent me some pictures of these, and they're phenomenal.
Is he
of course.
wearing them in the picture?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Good.
So he's on this deployment, and again, this is not a typical Air Force deployment because it was more like Army-style barracks, like bunk beds and a giant tent across the whole place. So he basically never wore like his PT shorts like he was supposed to. He would just be wearing his funny animal print underwear.
Yes.
And so he had, zebra, cheetah, leopard, tiger, maybe even snake print, all these things. But he said any opportunity he could, he would wear these out to include when they had any kind of morale event on base.
If that doesn't raise morale, I don't know what does.
So he said that the most notable ones was they had like a base 10K, and so he shows up shirtless, just wearing his leopard underwear,
Oh, my God.
and then runs the 10K. But the funny thing is, like,
in just the leopard underwear.
just the leopard underwear.
I hope this guy's jacked, because that's the
Well,
only
and that's
way you
what's
really
so
get
funny.
away with it.
He was a bigger dude, but a muscular bigger dude.
Okay.
So that's what made it funny, though, is he said he also wore them to like lifting competitions they would have on base, because they have those too, where like, again, to raise morale, the big strong dudes and the gym rats all get together and see who can lift the most. So he's at this on base competition wearing just his zebra print underwear, deadlifting 515.
Jeez.
How demoralizing is it to lose to a guy like that? Like,
Yeah, that would not be a fun conversation.
like you want to make fun of him for what he's wearing. You're like, fuck, but he just lifted twice as much as I did.
That's the only way you get away with stuff like that.
He said it was to the point where the leadership had just given up on him. They couldn't control him. It was just managing the chaos at this point.
That's
Kind of like how
amazing.
Aaron tries to do with you and I.
Yeah, there's only so much rounding up you can do before you just fall into acceptance.
Aaron edits out 47 minutes
Every day.
For every 30-minute show.
of bullshit from Footloose and I.
Nice.
But yeah, so that just sums up the kind of guy he was. That was his first deployment,
Hell of a
straight out of
character.
tech school.
I like him.
Nice. I hope we hear more from old Ed.
Definitely have more stories from him. He is a
Yes.
treasure trove.
Okay, so I got the next story. We got ourselves a Navy story. And this story is going back to the middle 1960s. This story takes place when a destroyer group got word that they were going to get deployed to Vietnam. So let me pause right here for the Vietnam veterans in our studio and any of our Vietnam veterans in the audience. I just wanted to say welcome home and thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Do we have a Vietnam veteran in the studio? I thought he was WW1.
Get the fuck out of here, Cheeks. How dare you, sir?
I might be old, but I'm not that old.
He was working in the factory.
As a child.
Yeah, child labor.
So one of the first things that they had to do before they got deployed to Vietnam is they actually had to go qualify on all their major weapons on the destroyer. So the way they did this is they would take their destroyer out to a designated location at a safe distance. And specifically for this story, they had to qualify on air defense weapons, right? So let me just pause right here and also say it is difficult enough to hit a moving target when you're stationary. It's a completely different thing when you're trying to hit a moving target from a moving platform, right? So I got a lot of admiration and respect for people like that because even on a ship, even if you're not moving, like you're still on the water. So you're going to be listing and moving around a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
And this is also before all the fancy computer stuff, too.
yeah.
Making those calculations for you, where
Yeah.
to aim and stuff.
Right, yeah, everything's done mechanically back then.
Gosh.
So these guys get set up and they had to shoot at a target which was referred to as a drone. Now, let me pause right here. The way we understand a drone today is very different than the way they understand what they called a drone back in the 1960s.
Yep.
So when we're talking about a drone today, you're thinking about like some kind of a quadcopter, maybe some kind of a remote control airplane or something like that. It was not anything like that. What they called a drone back then was actually more like a kite that was towed behind a manned aircraft, okay? And this was their fucking target. This was their fucking
kite?
target. Yes, it was basically like
That's
a
not
big...
the part that I don't like. You're saying there's a fucking plane with a human in it.
Yes.
Flying and a kite's being dragged.
Now let's pause right there. How much does the Navy hate the guy, the pilot that they put out there and say, "Hey, we're going to be shooting live rounds at you, but don't give we're going to give you plenty of line."
Well, you're
or
not the
whatever to-"
target, so they can't hit you.
That's the guy that did the morale flight.
Oh, yes.
This is the
They're like,
guy.
we have the perfect job for you.
Good call back to that sode. But yeah, this is probably the pilot that nobody else gets along with, or somebody that's brand new. This sounds like a good fucking new guy job.
We have
kinda-
this prestigious role for you.
Exactly. So anyway, this was their target. They had a manned aircraft and it towed behind this fucking kite and they were shooting live rounds at the kite. Okay. Just so everybody's clear on that. So they get set up and they're going out to qualify before they're going over to Vietnam. Right. So the aircraft takes its first pass. Boom, 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 boom. Total fucking miss. Right?
Miss the kite or miss the plane?
Missed everything. They didn't. Both. They didn't hit shit.
Just birds.
So okay, here we go. Plane comes around for a second pass. Me. Boom, 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 boom. Total fucking miss. They're out there all fucking day and they can't hit shit. Okay. Now, I don't know if something was going on with the gunner's mates, if this was like kind of an E4 Mafia kind of situation where they're like, hey, if we do like a really bad job and don't hit anything, they can't send us to war like that, right? Like the whole point of this is so we can
I see
get
that logic, yeah.
proficient, right? Well, the captain of the ship started getting pissed off because it's fucking embarrassing. Like you're out there all day, like everybody knows you're doing, and your guys can't hit shit. So the captain of the ship gets pissed off and he gets on the horn and he calls down to the gunner's mate and he says, "Hit the damn thing! I don't give a fuck what it takes. Hit the damn thing already." Well, this was the wrong thing to tell a bunch of enlisted gunners mates. So they kind of shrug and they're like, well, captain of the ship said whatever it takes. So they start loading up their cannons with AAC rounds. Now, for those in the audience who might not know, AAC rounds are highly explosive rounds. Like these bad boys are 5-inch in diameter. They weigh 55 pounds and they have a fuse on them that causes them to explode after a certain distance, right?
So legit anti-aircraft rounds.
Airburst rounds.
Yes, legit airburst rounds.
That they're shooting at an airplane with a human in it. I mean, at a kite.
Now, just to kind of flavor this in for the audience that might not know, your average grenade weighs about 2 pounds. So imagine 27 fucking grenades going off at one time, right? So here comes the aircraft for another pass. Boom, 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 boom. Well, they fucked up the drone all right, but they also fucked up the ass end of the plane. Shrapnel was all in the ass end of this thing. Now, we didn't hear exactly what the pilot said. The pilot, I'm happy to report, was uninjured. However, I'm sure that he was pretty upset that his plane got fucked up, right? He was able to limp it back over to base and land and all that kind of stuff. I can imagine being like, hey, what the fuck are you guys shooting out there? I was told I wouldn't be hit.
It's like an Indiana Jones just fucking tore up the tail end of the plane.
Exactly like that.
The difference is this guy's parasailing behind it, too.
But the point is they hit the drone. It caused so much commotion that there was actually a general that had to call down from higher headquarters and talk to the captain and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing down over there? I know we're doing a live fire exercise, but you're not supposed to be fucking up my planes. What are you guys doing using AAC rounds?
Don't worry, sir. We got the kite.
But we
There's
finally
no
hit it.
kite left.
After a whole day of misses, they finally hit their target, but they just had to upgrade to some AAC rounds, I guess.
Wow.
But yes, again, pilot was uninjured. The plane was a little worse for wear. I don't know if that went out right away after that, but the moral of the story is be very careful of the directions that you give your gunners mates.
Whatever it takes.
Worst advice ever to give to the enlisted force. Yes, guys, he said whatever it takes.
Well, this will hit them for sure.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Cammo Comedy Show Podcast. If you like what we're doing here and you want to participate in this community, there are many different ways you can contribute.
First and foremost, tell someone about the show. Word of mouth advertising is very powerful, and we really appreciate you helping us out.
If you have any funny military stories of your own or know somebody who does, with their permission, of course, you can contribute those stories via email at stories@cammocomedy.com. That's stories, STORIES, at CAMMOCOMEDY.com. And if you're not too good at the internets, drop us a voicemail at area code 531-222-6146. That's area code 531-222-6146.
Yeah, and if you want to interact with us throughout the week, hit me up on my socials, Facebook and Instagram. Just look up ! Cheeks.
We have a lot of big plans for this show. In building this community to support veterans, we will announce here soon. So stay tuned. All right. I'm going to go enjoy a nice pasta salad with a little mayonnaise later.
Okay, first of all, mayonnaise?
Why do you always have a problem with the way I talk?
There's a way you're supposed to say the word, Aaron.
Mayonnaise?
That's not it.
Panaz.
That's not fucking it, Aaron. That's not. forgot. What was I supposed to say?
Say,
Yeah.
yeah.
Send us your stories, bitch. Okay.
Now, is that taught exclusively by Jews?
It is not. It's not. It's
That's what I was-
Specifically Brazilian Jews.
Yes.
Very small breed.
It's not JEW Jitsu.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. That's the 1900s.
Why would you
Like
say
1965,
that? It's obviously the 1900s. Why would he say that?
It's just, well, you have to clarify. What
Yeah.
other decade would it be?
Hello. Okay. I was expecting
That's a
that,
century.
but whatever.
Whatever. I'm not a doctor.
What was on the kite? What pattern?
I don't know, Cheeks. What the fuck?
It's like the Japanese battle kites or
Something like that.
Was it a dragon?
I don't think it was a dragon. But anyway. Meow. Boop, 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 boop. So the aircraft comes in and makes its first pass of the day of this little weapons qualification.
What's he say, Aaron?
quit horsing around.
Response, nay.